You're live on New Covenant.
Okay. Can you see if I just go like this? If I look straight?
Yeah.
If I look straight?
It's all good.
Okay, good evening. Come on board. We are live on Facebook. We are live on Periscope. We're live on Twitter. We're doing a live teaching tonight on New Covenant University. So glad that you are watching on all the different mechanisms that we have. And we're really, really glad to have you with us. We may try to move this up just a little bit. No, we're not going to do that. That's going to be fine. Hello there, Bonnie Kreitz, Olga, Lance, Miriam, Donna Willis, Molly, John Small, Todd Williams. Good evening to you. Good evening to everyone coming on from New Covenant University. We're really glad to have you. Sorry for my messy desk behind me, but I'm in the middle of doing a couple of books. I don't want to push back too far because on Periscope I look kind of heavy, but on Facebook I'm looking good. Got a haircut today, got both of them cut, and I'm feeling really good about life. We're going to be talking about leadership. If you're watching from New Covenant University, this is the book that I wrote. It's called 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. I'm just going to tell you straight up front. Hello, Bernard Franklin. Good to see you. Joe Butler, good to see you. I'm just going to tell you straight up, this is one of the best books I have ever written. There, in every chapter, there are so many nuggets, so many quality things. You can get this at my website. If you have a grandchild, if you have a son, a daughter, a cousin, you know somebody that's doing some work in the arena of leadership, whether you're leading your home, whether you're leading your business, wherever you're leading, you need to get a hold of this. This is going to be a blessing to you. Now, I've got a number of things, so I want you to get a pen and paper, jot down some notes tonight. This is going to be fantastic for you. We're watching me on Twitter, you're watching me on Periscope, you're watching me here on Facebook, you're watching me at New Covenant University. And I appreciate all of you being on board tonight. Let me just give you a quick introduction, and I should just read who I am here. This would be Dr. Paul Kreitz is an international speaker, author, and transformational leader. Well, anyway, I know that. I've been to a bunch of countries. This year is my 40th year of ministry, and I will be 60 years old in October. This is my 40th year of ministry, and I will be 60 years old. And so I'm giving to you about 40 years of leadership quality. Now, I have trained a lot of leaders. I founded a college, which is now a university. I lead a ministry network of churches and leaders. I have an entrepreneurial network, where I do a lot of training for entrepreneurs. And so I'm just telling you, whether you're watching at New Covenant University, whether you're watching here on Facebook, whether you're watching right here on Periscope, I want you to know that this is going to be a great night. Now get a pen and paper to get ready to jot down some notes. Your textbook at New Covenant University is 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. 21 things every leader needs to know. And there are a lot more than 21. I'm going to go through a few of them, and I do the ABC method. My spiritual father taught me how to do the ABC method. So I'm going to be teaching you the ABC method of doing this tonight. Okay? All right. I'm just trying to see if I can hold this up just a little bit further. Let's see if, no, that's not going to work. Let's see if this will work. Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, I'm going to go through some words. I'm starting with the letter A, going B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. And so someone wants to write, hello, Jenny, hello, Keith, hello, all of you that are checking in tonight. I've got a lot of screens in front of me. I've got New Covenant University students right up here who are watching this class for credit. I've got Facebook right here. Hello, Jeannie. And I've got Periscope and Twitter right here watching me. And so I'm glad that you are here. We're talking about qualities of leadership. And I want to talk to you about the word accountable. Accountable. A is accountable. Someone type that in the chat stream on Facebook. If you're on Periscope, sweep left or right and share this. And someone chat on the chat stream at the college, you can type in accountability. Accountable. Accountable. You as a leader must be accountable for your time. You must be accountable for your finances. I want to tell you straight up. Hello, Pastor Nick. I want to tell you straight up. You're not going to be able to lead if you don't know how to be accountable for your time. And you're not going to be able to be a leader if you can't be accountable for your money. I meet so many leaders, and they constantly say to me, I'm really good at preaching. I'm really good at this. I'm really good at that, but I'm not good with money. Now, I got to tell you, I hate to bring the Bible into this, but the Bible says, if you don't know how to handle unrighteous mammon, which is money, how can God entrust you with the true riches? How can God entrust you with true riches? Money is a qualifier. That's what money is. It's a qualifier. And so the more you know how to handle it, the more God will bring it to you. The more you know how to manage it, the more God will bring to you. The more you know how to multiply it, the more God will bring to you. You've got to be accountable for your finances, but even more important, you've got to be accountable for your time. You've got to be accountable for your time. Hello, Christina. Thank you for joining me up here on New Covenant University. Thank you for joining me here on Facebook and joining me right here on Periscope and Twitter. You're going to learn something tonight because we're talking about the qualities of leader. As a qualifier, what do I mean? What I mean is, if you don't know how to handle money, why would someone listen to you? Because money and time, Jesus spoke more about money than he spoke about anything in the Bible. All of his comparisons, a lot of his examples were about money, about the giving of the talents. The talent represented money. And the wicked servant took his talent and dug a hole and buried it in the ground, and the master called him wicked. Yeah, you've got to understand that if you're going to be a leader, how are you going to qualify people to be a part of your group? Well, you're going to give them assignments. And if you say, I need you to be here, see this, it's called a watch. It's called a watch. It's where I keep time. If I say I need you to meet me at 9 o'clock, what I mean is 5 till 9. If I tell you to meet me at 9 a.m., what I mean is 5 till 9. That's what I mean. At 5 till 9, you're on time. You are on time. Now, I know there's a lot of circumstances, but if you can train yourself to always be 10 minutes late, you can train yourself to be 10 minutes early. It's just a matter of training. So you've got to be accountable. Number 2, is belief systems. Belief systems. Someone write that down. Hello, Mike. Hello, Gerald. Good to see you. We're talking about the qualities of a leader tonight. The qualities of a leader. Belief systems. Do you know this? Do you know your belief system is creating your experiences? Your belief system is creating your experiences in life. What you believe is creating what's manifesting in your life. I'm just going to say that again. Let me just say this to you. Let me make it real clear. I dislike, no, that's too soft. I hate poverty. I can't stand poverty. I can't stand poverty mindsets. I can't stand poverty. I can't stand it. It's a part of my belief system. I can't stand it. When I see poverty, I want to correct it. What you believe, that's correct, is creating your experiences in life. If you believe that, well, we just try our best and, God knows, we're going to just try to work it out, that's nonsense. That's nonsense. God gave you the freedom of choice. God gave you the freedom of choice. It's called free will. It's right here on this earth. Why do people live over here? Why do people live over there? Why do people drive this? Why do people drive? Now, I'm not saying you have to drive a very expensive car to not have a poverty mindset. But I'm saying if you have a car, You should be able to get into the back seat of it without clearing McDonald's cups and bags and things you're going to return to the store and all that kind of stuff. I've literally had people open the back door and tell me to get in, and I could not get in the back seat of their car. That is a reflection of disorder and a poverty mindset. You might be able to live that way. You might not. You might be able to live that way, but I can't. I can't in good consciousness tell people to walk in a spirit of excellence and live like that. So you've got to understand what you believe is manifesting what's happening in your life. Number C is courage. A is accountable. B is belief system. C is courage. If you're going to be a leader, if you want to make everybody happy, go sell ice cream. If you want to make everybody happy, go sell ice cream. Because that's not what a leader is. A leader is not trying to make everybody happy. A leader, well, this is bothering me. Thank you. Thank you. That was bothering me. If you want to be a leader, you can't make everybody happy. When you try to make everybody happy, you make nobody happy. When you try to make everybody happy, you make nobody happy. So you're going to have C, courage. Write down the word courage. Someone put it in the chat stream. A is accountable, B is belief system, C is courage. You're going to have courage to deal with things. Deal with people. How do you deal with problem people? You don't deal with the person, you deal with the problem. You don't deal with the person, you deal with the problem. Love you very much. If I didn't love you, I wouldn't be bringing you in here to talk to you. This takes a lot of courage on my part. You may reject me. You may walk away from me. You may go tell everybody I'm a meanie. But I have the courage to believe that what I'm doing is right. And I believe that you have a problem you've got to deal with so that you can move on to the place of victory that God has for your life. So A is accountable, B is belief system, C is courage, D, someone write it down, D is decisive. Someone write it in the chat stream right here. Somebody write it in the chat stream. D is decisive. D is decisive. You must be decisive. Now, I want someone to get what I'm about to tell you. My spiritual father taught me this a long time ago. The most important decision you will ever make, the most important decision you will ever make is to decide what is important. I want to say that again. You watching by the live stream here for New Covenant University, this is the leadership class. We're talking to you from my book, 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. This is your leadership class. And I'm telling you tonight, the most important thing you need to know, the most important thing you need to know is what to do next. We have New Covenant University, we have Facebook, we have Periscope and Twitter right here. The most important thing you need to know is what to do next. So you must be decisive. You must be decisive. A is accountable. B is belief system. C is courage. D, we're giving you qualities of a leader. D is decisive. E is an encourager. E is an encourager. E is an encourager. If you're going to be, why am I looking up? I have New Covenant University up here. I've got Facebook right here. And I've got Periscope right here. And I can't get anything any lower there, and I can't get this thing any higher up here. It's the best of three worlds, Keith. I'm doing the best I can. I'm telling you right now, we're mass communicating. And I normally just have these two screens, but we're adding the New Covenant University screen because this is their class, and I am their teacher. E is encourager. You've encouraged me, Keith. You've encouraged. Thank you for that wonderful in-depth graphic. Thank you, sir. Encourager, encourager, encourager. You're going to have to be an encourager. What is an encourager? What is an encourager? An encourager is someone who steps in when everyone else steps out. An encourager is someone who steps in when everyone steps out. Now, there's three key people that you must have in your life: a mentor, a protege, and an encourager. A mentor, a protege, and an encourager. Easy to go try to get a mentor. Easy to go teach somebody what you know find a protege. Encouragers, they're not so easy to find. Encouragers are not the easiest people to find. If you find an encourager, tell them. Tell them straight up, you're an encourager to me. Tell them, celebrate your encourager. There's so many discouraging people. You want to celebrate your encourager. Celebrate your encourager. A, accountable. B, belief systems. C is courage. D is decisive. E is encourager. F is the faith factor. The faith factor. The faith factor. This can't be ignored. Even if you're watching me and you're not so much a belief person, you don't believe in inspiration, you don't believe faith is not a big deal, you're missing a major element in your leadership. The faith factor is proven again and again and again by major Ivy League universities that the faith factor plays a major role in a leader. Why? Well, because you're asking the people to put their faith in you. You're asking people to follow you and to put their faith in you. So here's the question. Where is your faith? Where is your faith? Is your faith in your arm of your strength? Well, it'll fail you. Is it in your intellect? Let me just tell you, if you've never had a major mind battle, get ready. Because somewhere along the line, you will have a mind battle. So I am not reliant on the hand of my strength. I know there are times that my mind wants to shut down, but inside me I have a spirit. I am body, soul, and spirit. And my faith is going to keep me built up. The Bible says, cause it being built up in the most holy faith. You've got to stay built up in your faith. How do you do that? I don't know how you're going to do that. I don't know how you're going to do that. But I can tell you how I do. Believe, first of all, that faith comes by hearing and hearing the Word of God. So I have a word path of scriptures, a biblical word path, a BWP, a biblical word path that I go to on certain situations, and I speak that word. I speak that word. Truett Cathy is the founder of Chick-fil-A. All those Chick-fil-A great chicken sandwiches. I had one yesterday. Wow. I've never hardly ever been to a Chick-fil-A, especially down here, that there's not always a line. There's always a line of people at the Chick-fil-A. You get in, you got to go way around the building just to get in there. Now, those of you in Bahamas and other locations, you may not know what Chick-fil-A is, but it's a very expensive chicken sandwich. And they sell ice cream and milkshakes and lemonade and different things. But their specialty is their chicken sandwich. Well, Truett Cathy is the founder, and he had a faith factor, and he said this: we're going to stay open Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but we're going to close on Sunday. I keep looking up here because our New Covenant University is right there watching me. We're going to be open 6 days a week, but our faith factor tells us we're going to shut down on the seventh day. We're not going to be open. Have you ever heard of such a thing? Now let me give you a startling fact. They are the most prosperous restaurant chain demographically, regionally in the country than any other, and they are open 6 days a week and the others are open 7. Why? It's the faith factor. It's the faith factor. All right, let's move on to G. Goal setters. A quality of a leader is a leader knows how to set a goal. A leader knows how. Now, a goal must be obtainable. You can't say we're going to increase 1,000%. Yeah. You went last week to Chick-fil-A on a Sunday and it wasn't open. Yeah, I know. I know. I've done the same thing. I've totally forgot. Faith factor wasn't building in my world. A chicken sandwich was. A goal has to be measurable and obtainable. To have a goal, you have to be able to measure it. I was praying one time for some people and I said, what are you wanting from God tonight? And this guy said, I want more money. I reached in my wallet. I got $2 and I said, God's met your prayer. Go sit down. He said, no, I want more. No, you said you wanted more money. I just gave you 2 $1 bills. Your goal has to be measurable. You want to lose weight? Don't say I want to lose weight. Say I'm going to lose 10 pounds. I'm going to lose 5 pounds. You have to have it measurable and obtainable. Goal setters are goal getters. Goal setters are goal getters. Convert your vision into energy by setting goals. Convert your vision into energy by setting goals. H, habits. Habits. Somebody type in the chat stream the word habits. Somebody type in the chat stream the word habits. Type in the word habits. Thank you. Let's type in the word habits. Why are habits so important? I want you to write this down. Put this somewhere on a piece of paper. And right before you go to sleep at night, New Covenant University students watching, right before you go to sleep at night, I want you to reach over and look at the paper, and this is what you're going to write. What did I do today? What did I do today that I should repeat? What habit today did I do that I should repeat? That it was really had a positive result. And then I want you to ask yourself this question. What did I do today that I should never do again? What should I do today that I've never done again? Those of you watching by Facebook, hit the share button. Hit the share button right now. Take a moment. Everybody hit the share button. I don't know where all my numbers are tonight, but I need you to hit the share button. Let's get some more people on board. I've only got a few minutes left, and I want to get some more folks on here. If you're watching on Periscope, swipe left, swipe right. Invite some people on board. We just talked about accountable, belief systems, courage. These are qualities of a leader. Decisiveness, encourager, faith factor, goal setter, habits. I is integrity. I is integrity. I is integrity. The biggest vacuum today among leaders, Christian leaders, secular leaders, political leaders, business leaders is one word: integrity. Integrity. Leadership is the problem and leadership is the answer. I want to say that again. Leadership is the problem and leadership is the answer. You're going to have integrity. What is integrity? Someone watching me doesn't even know what integrity is. Simply put, it is doing what you say you're going to do. Doing what you say you're going to do. Doing what you say you're going to do. Do not make promises with your mouth that your bank account cannot do. Do not make promises to people and then not show up. Walk in integrity. Walk in integrity. J, joy. I want you to write down the word joy. H-I, habits is H, I is integrity, J is joy. J is joy. Help me, help me, help me, help me tonight. J is joy. Does anybody here watching me by New Covenant University or on Facebook or on Twitter or on Periscope, is there anybody watching me tonight that wants to follow a grumpy leader? Is there anybody looking for a grumpy leader? If you've ever had a grumpy boss, if you've ever had a mean-spirited boss, you do not want that. If you're going to be a leader, lead with joy. Lead with joy. Come on, gang. We're going to do this. Come on. We can make this happen. We have a church that meets in a hotel, and invariably, every week we get there, and we tell them how to set it up. We tell them what we want, and they don't get it right. And I know as a leader, I've got to go in there and say, come on, we just got to move these chairs here. We've got to change. We've got to move this around. You've got to follow a leader that's happy. You want to follow a joyful leader. I believe Joshua was a joyful leader, even though he was really probably upset about the whole, where they told him they were grasshoppers in their sight, and, they wandered around for 40 more years. I'm sure that Joshua wasn't happy about that. But when the mantle fell to him, he said, I don't know about the rest of you cats, but me and my house, we're going to serve the Lord. We are going over to the promised land. Now, come on, I know you've heard this 1,000 times, but this is it. This is it, man. We're going to make it happen. Joy. K. Faith factor, goal setters, habits, integrity, joy. K is kiss. K is kiss. K is kiss. What's kiss mean? Keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. If you're going to be a leader, do not become complicated. Keep your instruction as simplistic as possible. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. L is for learner. L is for learner. Why do I say learner? Because leaders are learners. Leaders are learners. Leaders are learners. If you're watching me at New Covenant University, leaders are learners. There's never a time as a leader that you will not be learning and growing. Leaders are learners. You've got to keep learning. When someone tells me they're a learner, a leader, I ask them this question. Well, tell me the latest book you read. Well, I haven't really read a book for a while. Well, what's the last video series you watched? Who did you watch? No one? Well, I hate to tell you this. You're not a leader. You just think you are. But you're not a leader. Because leaders are always learning. Good read. Good read. Leaders are always learning. I'm reading books all the time. I'm writing books all the time. There's not a day goes by. There is not a 24-hour period that goes by that I do not watch several videos on my phone. There's a lot of times at night after I do these 9 o'clock teachings that I can't go to sleep. My mind is just wired. I try to go to sleep by 11 p.m. I even have a little signal on my phone. It's 11 o'clock, time to go to sleep. But I find myself can't sleep, so I'm watching a teaching video. Might be something spiritual. It might be something about leadership. It might be something about finance. It might be something about, crocodiles along the Amazon. I'm always learning. You say, Dr. Kreitz, why are you always learning? Ignorance is not knowing. You want to write this down? Someone write this down. Ignorance is not knowing, but stupid is not willing to ask the one who does. Stupid is not willing to ask the one who does. Can I tell you the worst thing about being stupid? Can I tell you the worst thing about being stupid? Is that you're the last to know. You're the last to know. The worst thing about being stupid is you're the last to know. All right, L is learner. M is mentor. 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 You've got to have a 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 mentor. A mentor is simply someone who knows what you don't know. A mentor's been where you've never been. You've got to have a mentor. I want to tell you something. Here's a secret you must know. When I look over my life, I can chart the successes to my life when I had a mentor in my life. When I had a mentor in my life. I can chart the failures when I wasn't listening. I can chart the failures when I wasn't listening to the voice that I trusted. Today, my mentor is my spiritual father. It's my personal revelation. It's my personal revelation. My personal revelation. Your spiritual father has, their age has nothing to do with it. Their color, their skin, their geographical location, their financial picture. It's the person's voice. It's the person's voice that God has caused your spirit to leap. Remember Elijah and Elisha? Elijah was just walking by and Elisha heard him and something leaped up on the inside of him. Something leaped up on the inside of him. He found his father. He's found his father. There's nothing on this earth like finding a mentor or a spiritual father. There is nothing on this earth like finding a mentor and spiritual father. And when you find them, honor them, honor them, honor them, honor them, honor them. Every moment you get. Well, I just have to have somebody to vent to. Really? Talk to the Holy Spirit. Talk to the Holy Spirit. He'll listen to you all day. He'll let you vent all day. But after he talks to you a few times, you'll probably be squared away. Now, my mentor's not, my mentor is there to inspire me, to impart to me, to just be in my mentor, my spiritual father's presence. Changes me. It changes me. It changes me. All right, end. Got to get done. Got to get done. N is names. Names. Someone write that down. Names, 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 names. N-A-M-E-S. The sweetest sound in the world. The sweetest sound in the world is hearing your name. The sweetest sound in the world is hearing your name. The sweetest sound in the world is hearing your name. So how do you feel? How do you think people feel when you're the leader? And you say, hey, you. Hey, you, come here. That's why they put people's names. When you go to Cracker Barrel, all the servers have their names. You don't turn to them and say, Miss, lady, find their name. Stop someone. Who's my server? What's her name? What's his name? The names of people are the most important thing in the world. Names are so powerful that books in the Bible, Titus, Timothy, Philemon, I mean, there are names all over the Bible. Joshua, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. Names, names. God is all about names. Listen, you're going to tell me you're not good with names. I'm just not good with names, Dr. I'm really sorry. I'm just not really good. Get good. Get good with names. Get good with names. Get good with names. There isn't a child in my church that I pastor that I don't know their name. There's not a child in my church that I don't know their name. And so when children's church is over, here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Bishop, Dr. Kreitz, Bishop. They want to show me what they made. And I get down on one knee, or I sit down in the chair and I put my arm around them and I talk to them and I call them by their name. I say, oh, that's so, Tristan, that's so beautiful. Sophia, that's so good. Gio, oh my, how beautiful that is. Benjamin, that's great. I know their names. Can you imagine a powerful feeling that somebody that's important in your family's world knows your name? Can you imagine how destructive it is when you don't? And if you forget and you don't know, just say, please tell me your name again. Tell me your name again. Just tell me your name one more time. Mentor, learner, mentor, names. O is order. Order. You're going to be a leader. You're going to have to walk in order. You're going to have to live in order. You're going to have to live in order. Get your life in order. Now, it's not going to happen overnight if it's in disorder right now. Take small steps of order. Take small steps of order. Take small steps of order. But get your life in order. Get your life in order. Get your life in order. Get your money in order. Get your relationships in order. Get your spiritual life in order. Order is the accurate arrangement of things. Order is the accurate arrangement of things. My books go up here on bookshelves and over here on bookshelves. My laptop computer goes right, I keep it right over here because I have a big comfortable chair, and I sit in my chair and I do my writing, my most writing. You must stay in order. You must stay in order. Finally, I'm going to stop here with P for protocol. The last one I'm giving you tonight is P for protocol. P for protocol. The word protocol comes from the Greek word which means first glue. The word protocol comes from the Greek word which means first glue. In other words, the word protocol means it's the glue. It's the glue that keeps everything together. It's the glue that keeps everything together. It's the order, the structure. It's what helps us to move from point A to point B. Protocol. There's a protocol for every environment. There's a protocol for every environment. There is a protocol for every environment. Years ago, I had the opportunity to work for the South African government. It's in my book, 21 Things Every Leader Needs to Know. There's a great story in here about protocol. And I talk about pastoring in Washington, D.C. And the ambassador, Pete Kornoff, for the South African embassy, came to my church. I didn't know he was coming. So 4 black SUVs pulled up to the front, and the ambassador and his wife and all their Secret Service and all their team came out. And when service was over, he asked me to come to the embassy and have, he called it tea and biscuits. We call it coffee and cookies. But they have tea and biscuits. And in my first meeting, I walked in proper protocol, and he was impressed. And he said to me, Paul, in that South African accent, why don't you come to work for me? And I did. I came to work for the ambassador in the South African embassy. I learned protocol. I learned to act and behave in advance as you will act and behave when you arrive. I learned in protocol to document everything. I learned in protocol to attend to an instruction immediately and make a report. Don't wait to make a report. When you get done, immediately make a report. Always, I learned in protocol, you always stand when a superior walks into the room. Someone that is higher rank, someone of importance walks in the room. I got to tell you, we don't have this in the church. We do not have protocol in the church. We're so familiarized, we've become casualized. We're so familiarized, we become casualized. And because we become casualized, we become neutralized. We've become neutralized. Familiarized, casualized, and neutralized. Every leader knows the importance of protocol. Every leader knows the importance. I'm talking to you that are watching from New Covenant University tonight. You've heard the teaching now about the important qualities of leadership. You know your book. It's 21 things every leader needs to know. Those of you that are watching right here, live on Facebook, live on Periscope, Twitter, I've given you quite a number. 16 attributes, 16 traits to a successful leader. Being accountable with your time and your money, having the right belief system, walking in courage, being decisive, being an encourager, don't ignore the faith factor, be a goal setter, create good habits. Your habits will take you to your future quicker than desire. Walk in integrity. Walk in integrity. Be a happy leader. J is joy. Be a joyful leader. Nobody wants to follow a grouch. Nobody wants to follow a grouch. Be a joyful leader. K, keep it simple. KISS, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. People want simplistic. You're going to lose them when it becomes complex. Keep it simple. L is learner. Be a learner. Be a learner. Leaders are learners. Leaders are learners. M is mentor. A mentor corrects you. A mentor will correct you. A mentor will protect you. And a mentor will expect you to become successful. N is names. The sweetest sound in the world is your name. You can be in a foreign country and someone can just call your name out over the crowd and you will turn and hear it and you will respond. It's like being in a foreign country and hearing your language amidst all the other languages that you don't understand. Names are the sweetest sound in the world. Get used to calling people by their names. You know, George W. Bush couldn't remember people's names, so he made up nicknames. Good nicknames. Our current president makes up other names, but George W. Bush made up good nicknames. O is for order. Walk in order. Keep everything in order. Create a routine. Create a schedule. Stay in order. And P is protocol. Comes from the Greek word first glue, which simply means it's the glue that keeps us together. It's the glue, the protocol, the written and the unwritten rules of life. There is a protocol. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you. I hope you'll share this broadcast. Share it down the line. Let everybody know that we are teaching on this, on leadership. Thank you so much. We've had an incredible night. We've had a lot of people on board. Hit the share button and let's share this. Swipe left, swipe right on Periscope. Share on Facebook and keep this going out. God bless you from New Covenant University for watching me tonight. And God bless all of you for watching me here today. This has been a great night. God bless you, and I will talk to you real soon. All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.